a yoga adhyanam between two yogas. That one is PATOLAKATUROHINI and kashaya and the other one is BALAGUDUCHYADI kashaya. The first one, that is PATOLAKATUROHINI and kashaya. The reference is available in the chapter Shodhanadi Gana Sangrahaniya Adhyayam, that is Ashtanga Hridayam Sutrasthana 15th chapter 24th shloka. The shloka goes like PATOLAKATUROHINI Chandanam Madhusrava Guduchi Pathanvitam Nihanti Kaphapitta Kusthajwaran Visham Vamimarochakam Kamalam. Let us learn some brief details about the ingredients mentioned in the PATOLAKATUROHINI kashaya. They are Patola, Katuki, Chandana, Madhusrava is Murva, Guduchi and Patha. Patola is having Tikta Katu Rasa, Laghuruksha Guna, Ushna Virya and Katu Vipaka, and Katuki comprises of Tikta Rasa, Laghuruksha Guna, Shita Virya and Katu Vipaka. When it comes to Chandana, Tikta Madhura Rasa, Laghuruksha Guna, Shita Virya and Katu Vipaka. Murva, Tikta Kashaya Rasa, Gururuksha Guna, Ushna Virya and Katu Vipaka. Guduchi is having Tikta Kashaya Rasa, Guru Snigdha Guna, Ushna Virya and Madhura Vipaka. Patha is having Tikta Rasa, Laghu Tikshna Guna, Ushna Virya and Katu Vipaka. The basic karmukata or the mukhya karma of all these ingredients are mentioned. For example, Patola is having Patola is Sukha Virechaka and it is Tridoshahara. So like that I have enlisted the mukhya karmas of all these ingredients. See, when we come across the vipakas of all these dravyas, almost except Guduchi, all are having Katu Vipaka, and except Chandana, all are having except Chandana and Katuki, all are having Ushna Virya. And basically all these rasas, all these ingredients are having the rasa Tikta Kashaya Rasa or Tikta Katu Rasa. Major it is Tikta Rasa. Tikta Rasa Pradhana dravyas are the ingredients of this PATOLAKATUROHINI kashaya, and also Laghuruksha Guna is dominating in all the dravyas. Hence, it is indicated in all these conditions. For example, it is mentioned as Kapha Pitta Kushta Jwaran. Kapha Pitta Kushta and Kapha Pitta Jwara. It is not Pitta Kaphaja Jwara or Pitta Kaphaja Kushta. See, the difference is the Pradhana dosha involved in in case of Kushta or Jwara, if the Pradhana dosha is Kapha Pitta. Kapha is Pradhana, Pitta is Madhyama, Vata is Adhama or Alpa. In such condition, it acts as very best medicine. In case of Visharoga, Vami, Chardi, Arochaka, and basically it is also Kapha Pittaja Aruchi and Kamala. So you can see all these Kushtha, Jwara, Visha, Vami, Arochaka and Kamala, when they are in first stage or when it is in Amavastha, if the disease is in Amavastha, or if it is Nirama but having the predominance of Kapha Pittaja doshas, then we can use this kashaya in all these conditions like Kushta, Jwara, Visha, Vami, Arochaka and Kamala. And it acts upon Rasa, Rakta and Mamsa Dhatu. But it is more towards Kapha Pittahara or Pittahara. You can also use this kashaya in Pittaja condition. But be aware of it is the disease should not be of Ruksha Guna origin. For example, if a disease is having Ruksha Guna Pradhana and Pitta Pradhana, you should not use this kashaya. Why? Because when you see the ingredients Guna Karma, you we will come across Laghu Ruksha Guna. All these ingredients are having Laghu and Ruksha Guna. If this Samana Guna Bhuishta Dravya you are using in Samana Guna Vriddhi diseases, for example Ruksha Guna vriddhi of pitta in some disease, in case of kushta, you are using this ruksha guna pradhana dravyas in kushta. What happens? The rukshata will again increase, right? So be careful while using this ruksha guna dravyas in ruksha guna pathologies, and useful in some other conditions like spreading type of visarpa. If it is fast spreading, pittaja or kapha pittaja, you can use small papules or like some scabies, etc. And also there is one more thing you have to note, that is all these dravyas are having katu vipaka, so there are 90% chances of vata vriddhi, so be careful while prescribing. Since it increases ruksha guna, either it is in case of pitta or in case of vata, be careful while using. And it is best sroto shodhaka, or it is a shodhana kashaya. But note that PATOLAKATUROHINI and kashaya is not good for all the skin diseases. It is good in case of skin diseases, but it is not good for all the skin diseases. Be aware before prescribing or before giving this medicine. And it is extensively used in liver disorders. There are many researchers who came and did some of the research regarding this liver disorders and the efficacy of the PATOLAKATUROHINI and kashaya that you can refer. But some research says that katuki supports the liver regeneration, so there there are chances of variations in the ALT and AST. So you can see, and you can go into the depth of the disease and go into the pathology of the disease, understand it, and then only you can prescribe this kashaya. Okay, next we'll move on to the next kashaya, that is Balaguduchyadi kashaya. So the shloka is available in Sahasra Yoga Taila Prakarana. It is not mentioned in any other Brihatrais or Laghutrais. It is mentioned in bits and chits, but as a shloka it is mentioned in Sahasra Yoga. There are two references. One reference says that that too in the Taila Prakarana, Balaguduchyadi Taila is mentioned. So I have taken that reference and quoted here. Balaguduchyaha kvathena tailam kshira samanvitam chandanoshira yashtyahva mustakalkaihi pachet punaha siddhametad vataraktam raktapittam shirorujam vatapittakritan rogan ashuhanti asupoojitam ashuhantyasu poojitam. Okay, and the other reference from the Sahasra Yoga says only 3 ingredients, that is Balaguduchi and Devadaru. Only 3 ingredients, Balaguduchi and Devadaru. Balaguduchyadi kashaya from the reference of Taila Prakarana contains Balaguduchi, Chandana, Ushira, Yashti, Musta, all these ingredients, and the Kshira and Taila as Dravadravas. So when we go into the Rasaguna Virya Vipaka of these drugs, Bala is Madhura Rasa, Laghu Snigdha Pichila Guna, Shita, Virya and Madhura Vipaka. Guduchi is Tikta Kashaya Rasa, Guru Snigdha Guna, Ushna Virya and Madhura Vipaka. Chandana is Tikta Madhura Rasa, Laghu Ruksha Guna, Shita Virya and Katu Vipaka. Ushira is Tikta Madhura Rasa, Ruksha Laghu Guna, Shita Virya and Katu Vipaka. Yashti Madhu is Madhura Rasa, Guru Snigdha Guna, Shita Virya and Madhura Vipaka. Musta is Tikta Katu Kashaya Rasa, Laghuruksha Guna, Shita Virya and Katu Vipaka. So observe these Rasaguna Virya Vipakas. Even though the rasa is Tikta Pradhana, Madhura Rasa is also there, Tikta Pradhana Madhura Rasa, and the Vipaka is almost all Madhura Vipaka except Chandana, Ushira and Musta, and the Virya is Shita Virya. So Mukhya Karma, you can go across these conditions, these drugs which are mentioned in front of those things. When coming to the indications, Vataraktahara, Raktapittahara, Shirorujahara and Vatapittakrita rogas. So The virya is Shita virya. What it tells? It is Pitta Raktahara. And Vipaka is Madhura. Let us take it as Madhura Pradhana Vipaka. Pradhana Vipaka is Madhura. That is also Pitta Raktahara and also Vatahara. And the guna is almost Laghu guna Yukta, Snigdha guna Yukta. There are difference of opinion, even though it is towards the rasa. When we look into the rasa guna virya vipaka, all these drugs are having almost vatahara property, pittahara property and raktahara property. Majorly pittahara and raktahara properties. So these by the virtue of these ingredients, it is mentioned in all these conditions. Vata rakta, rakta pitta, shiroruja and vata pitta krita rogas. So how it is beneficial in vata rakta means, so vata rakta, when it is predominantly of pittaja or raktaja, pittaja vata rakta, or in cases of raktaja, rakta pradhana vata rakta, and it acts on three dhatus, that is same rasa, rakta and mamsa dhatu, and it is a brahmana kashaya. See, the other, that was Patolakaturohini and kashaya, was a shodhana kashaya, and this is brahmana kashaya. When this kashaya is made up of those three ingredients, that is balaguduchi and devadaru, that is slightly shodhana kashaya. Why? It is having devadaru, and we can use various anupanas. Based on that, it will becomes either shodhana or brahmana kashaya. But what is indicate what is the taila sahasra yoga taila prakarana, those balaguduchadi taila, if we prepare the kashaya out of that yoga, that will becomes like a brahmana kashaya, and it is vata pittahara, dahahara, and having rasayana karma because of guduchi. Okay, and this guduchi is also purana medohara, right? Purana medohara is the pramukha karma of the guduchi also, and it is the drug of choice in vata rakta. And almost all the drugs are having kapha pittahara, raktahara. Even though vatahara, we can say it as a tridoshahara kashaya, but we can majorly use this in pittaja and raktaja condition. Especially the guduchi is kapha medohara and also purana medohara, and this medas associated diseases, if we go to the commentary of the vata rakta by Chakrapani, he says that adhyavata is what is adhyavata. Adhyavata is also referring to the vata rakta, where we can see up to the mamsa dhatu, medo dhatu involvement there. Even though the disease progressed to asti and majja dhatu, let us take it as adhyavata as up to medo dhatu. This guduchi is medohara too. So based on other combination of the drugs or other anupanas, this will acts as a best dahahara, pittahara, raktahara, and also to some extent it is also kapahara when we use devadaru, and this can also be used in pidaka yukta or spota yukta jvara, where we can see the sannipataja jvara, or the condition like spota yukta, raga yukta, amma will say in measles or smallpox, chicken pox, amma godu will say in Kannada, no? So those kind of diseases also we can use, but that should be based on that avastha, dosha, and the condition and bala of the roga and rogi. So this completes two kashayas. One is Patolakaturohini and Balaguduchyadi kashaya.